2 and 1. Okay, so we should be good there. And
Good.
We're good now.
Good. It's recording both of us at the same time.
Recording both. So it's recording my screen, which has you on the left and me on the right.
Oh, nice. All right, cool.
So
Cool. So here we are, the Wellness and Weight Loss for Women podcast, episode number 31. And I am in the vacant SCULPTAFIT studio. Not only have we been mandated to close all fitness centers, health clubs, fitness studios, but Florida, we just got the stay-at-home order yesterday, right? Last night.
yeah, I think it takes effect.
So I consider this one of my homes, so I'm staying.
There you go.
Nobody's here, so it's all good. I had to come to our bank is next door, so we're doing all this banking stuff for the economic stimulus loans, and even though we can't go in there, literally just got off the phone coincidentally before we started recording this to make sure that we have all our proper documentation in order, so that once these stimulus applications open up, we can get ours in there and make sure our studio is here for all of our clients when everybody gets back from doing their home training programs, home fitness programs, which we're going to be talking about today, which we're coaching everybody through. And this is episode number 31, right? We said
31?
that?
Yep.
And we're April 2nd.
2020.
So yesterday was 2020. And we're gonna kick right into this because we got so much to talk about. But I want to ask you, is there anything specific you want to start with?
So anything specific? I think we mentioned in our meeting that we just had with the focus, mental health and the importance of continuing training.
Right. So before this, by the way, anybody who's watching the video version and not listening to the audio version, you can see Nick has got her home hippie look going, she calls it. But I love it. The headband is great. I love that look on ladies. It's a great look when worn properly. So anybody watching gets to see that. So yeah, often we all think about as fitness being physical, right? And of course we know, because of the nature of what we do and our style of training and the types of people and clients we work with, that so much of it has to do with psychological, mental, and emotional fitness and well-being, in addition to just the physical parts. And now at a time like this, it's becoming even more important because the mental, emotional, and psychological effects of what's going on and all of the adjustments that people have to make in this new way of living, even if it is temporary, it is really stressful. It's challenging. It's, you're being forced to do things that you wouldn't normally do or even want to do, but we have to do them. So of course, naturally, a lot of people, they will, for various reasons, find ways to kind of get into a rut or just let their mental state start to affect them even more negatively than it has to. And they stop doing the important things. Like, for example, some people will stop exercising. But the fact of the matter is, it's even more important now to make sure you have some kind of home program so that you're combating the effects of, let's even call it mild depression, or, for some people, it could trigger severe depression or result in other types of unfavorable mental states, right? So besides just keeping yourself going on a good program while at home, what are we also doing here as part of our studio home extension program to get through this whole thing? What are some of the other things we're doing to keep people mentally engaged, to keep them from falling into a depression or a malaise or a state of mind that, is not healthy and not good? What are we doing?
We're doing lots. So we've got our client Facebook group, and that's really where our community thrives, because a lot of people have been in the mindset like, oh, I can't get out of my house. I feel so isolated and alone. When really we're all going through it together.
Right.
So Coach Kern has been awesome, and all of our coaches have been awesome on that Facebook group, and really just asking, hey, like, what did you do today? Like, what was your exercise? What was your fitness? Coach Missy has got a From Fear to Faith talk coming up live in our group. We've got live classes coming out tomorrow, which is super, super exciting. And just different, talks. How are you doing? We're checking in with clients and showing that we care.
So live classes right here. Let's explain that real quick for somebody watching or listening. Like, what do they mean, live classes? If they can't have people at the studio or they can't do personal training one-on-one, what's a live class?
So live classes. So if you're watching this audio, you likely have internet or a gigabyte plan. So we're using Zoom right now, which is free for all of our clients, where they can come on, they can watch our instructors give demos. Our instructors are actually able to get into a class, teach the class, and all of our clients can have their video on. Our instructors can actually give instruction to women at home or anyone that joins at home, and train them that way. I just had an awesome session one-on-one yesterday.
Right.
Training session where we did it from her home and I did it from my home. And it was great. She texted me afterwards saying she needed it mentally, physically. It was an awesome session. She's looking forward to the next one.
Yes, Joanne.
Joanne, you killed it. And she actually had mentioned on there, she's like, oh, I'm so glad because we've been off for the last 3 weeks because she wasn't really sure about our schedule.
Right.
We did a plank and she's like, oh my gosh, this is, I feel like it's so much more challenging than it used to be. And we talked a bit about how, she's starting fresh and she still has those muscles, but she's got to use them. If you don't use them, they can atrophy. So she was like, it's so important that when you're at home, you're still along your journey and you don't just stop.
Right.
So yeah,
awesome. It's a paradigm shift for the clients who are very used to the one-on-one and the hands-on to now go to video teleconference based style training. But unless you experience it, you don't really realize how powerful it actually is and how beneficial it is. Right. Yeah. There are some things we can't do, but there's plenty we can do. And under the circumstances, the difference between somebody not doing anything like Joanne was starting to do. Yes, she was sick a little bit, but we took a little prodding to get her, to do the first Zoom session one-on-one. Once you do it, you realize, oh, wow, this really is helpful, right? Because most clients don't know what to do on their own. They don't know the subtleties, the small parts of the movement that, even if you're watching on video, like I could guide somebody through a very simple torso stretch, and I could guide somebody through, a shoulder stretch, a rotator cuff, and we could guide them through, various exercises. You could see me very clearly, and I'm just doing random examples here, but you take a few steps back and you put this on the floor, then you could guide people through, stretches on the floor, abs and core routine on the floor. You name it, it's really endless. So it's more of a mindset shift as opposed to a mechanical shift that they think, might be the barrier. But once you go through that first session, you realize, they're still able to transfer their expertise to me and guide me on the exact things I need to do. And so I've already known that because it's part of the way that I train most of my remote clients. A lot of them follow my videos, but every now and again, I'll get a remote client who has been really sedentary, is an extreme beginner, and I actually have to do the real-time training as opposed to recorded video sequences that I've put together custom. I actually have to do real-time training in the beginning because they're starting from scratch and I need to give them very specific, custom, on-the-spot training and guidance. And this works. I'm not in the room with them, but I'm right there video with them, and they're copying me as I'm guiding them through what to do. It's an extremely powerful medium. Once you start using it, you realize how powerful it really is and how helpful it is.
Yeah,
so awesome.
With that too, I want to say one thing, like the difference between, and our clients have said it too, they've often said, I came to the studio because I knew I wasn't going to do it on my own. And so there's a difference between at home and on your own.
Right.
And we still build that accountability. We're checking in with people saying, hey, like, did you do the video that we gave you to do? Or we're it's not just that now that you're home, it's okay, off to your own races.
No,
guidance,
because
the accountability, the group, like
right,
that is what we do physically in studio, but we're also doing now. And that's a huge aspect of why people are continuing to
right.
make progress through this time.
It's a very different mindset. Everybody knows we're looking out for each other. Clients as well. They're supporting each other, which is,
Yeah.
you can't do that when you're on your own. So at home works if you're still connected and being guided. It works big time.
Yep.
Awesome. So speaking of at home, in this current circumstance, like literally April 2nd, 2020, a lot of people are having to stay home, and there are more states that might get issued the stay-at-home orders. We've got freebies for you. We actually just posted the configuration home version number 49 that our clients are doing now until number 50 comes out. I shared that publicly yesterday. Like, people didn't even have to join the free trial if they didn't want to. You could try that full session for free. So if you want that, if you're listening now, or even in the future, if you want some free training sessions, if you're watching this in a year from now, we'll still have freebies, probably even more than we do today. All you have to do is go to fitnesstraining.live, not .com, fitnesstraining.live, fitnesstraining.live. That'll take you directly to our SCULPTAFIT Club website, which is the global video on demand portal. You'll start out with a bunch of freebies, a couple of good videos you could try at home, even got a cooking video in there too. And we will have at least one configuration video that you could do at home that's normally done here in the studio, but the coaches have translated into a home version of the methodology that we employ here in the small group classes. The personal training stuff is a little different. So fitnesstraining.live, put your name and email in, and you will start getting emails with free videos that you can start implementing and your family can start using. And then you can go share the stuff with all your friends, your family, your coworkers who also need good, safe, legitimate health and fitness guidance so that they could start battling the effects of having to stay at home and not let that be the start of a big downward spiral. Actually, we could use it to make it an upward spiral and as a launching pad so that when these stay-at-home rules and regulations are all lifted and we can start living our life again, we can all hit the road in awesome shape, healthy shape, energetic shape, and not have to feel like we're starting all over again. So fitnesstraining.live. And what else? Do you have anything else on your list before I get into my sticky notes?
Let's get into the sticky note.
All right, sticky notes. So with all of this movement toward home, and literally, I think every health club and fitness center and studio in the United States is closed. I think. There might be a few states with some open, but there is a massive movement of people looking for home workout solutions, right? I know this because a lot of people are finding us online.
Mm-hmm.
They're finding our YouTube videos. They're finding our podcasts. They're coming to sign up for our freebies on our websites. And I see more people coming to buy my online programs. And some of them will tell me, hey, our gym closed. I'm looking for stuff that I need for me that suits my body and my goals. And I found you, right? They could, be finding all kinds of stuff out there, but they're finding our stuff, my DVDs, our studio videos. So there's this huge building demand for in-home, at-home fitness programs and health and nutrition, et cetera. And coincidentally, the home gym units, the home gym systems that we sell to people at home, I sold the last 2 last week. Like, I had 2.
Yeah.
Right? One was supposed to go to Germany, but we ran into shipping and logistics issues. So we had to cancel that. And somebody else was on, one of my long distance remote clients had said, if one comes available or the next time we pre-order, I want one. So that one went to her. That one went to, I forget if it was Kendall or Cindy. Then I had another one waiting in the wings that I didn't really tell anybody about, but I finally said, okay, it's available. and either Kendall or Cindy ended up taking that one. So they both got one. These were both long distance remote coaching clients of mine.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted their home gym systems. Last week was when coincidentally I shipped them out. I personally shipped them out, believe it or not. They got them, they put them together, they took their photos. Cindy even did a video clip, and they are just loving it. Like until you have one and you know and you use it, you don't really understand like what this thing could do for you, right? But when you do, it's like, oh man, like it just exponentiates everything.
Absolutely.
Like, so I can envision this home fitness movement becoming even bigger and bigger. And because of our style of training, that, you don't need the home gym system. And yes, you can get it. Like a lot of our clients of the studio do own one.
Right.
I think we're really well positioned to help a lot of people and families in order to maximize their home fitness and wellness experience as we progress further. So I think that's going to make us even more of a stronger virtual fitness studio as opposed to just locally based. We've been doing some virtual stuff, but I think it's going to start to grow even more over the next few months and into the next year or two to really help us expand our reach and helping more and more people out there with our unique approach and methodology. So it's pretty exciting despite the challenges we're going through. Like I told you before in private, like I really feel there's some really good positive things that are going to be coming about, not just for us, but I believe a lot of people and businesses that are going to be challenged to enhance and build on how their business operates and how they help people. I just think there are going to be a lot of positive things like we're starting to see right now.
Yep, I completely agree.
So that's the home gym scenario and home fitness scenario. So we're technically sold out, but we'll be looking to place a new pre-order very, very, very soon. So if anybody's interested in having the SCULPTAFIT home gym system at their home, their office, the vacation home, whatever, especially with these current circumstances and society changes we're going through, please reach out and let us know. We'll get you all the info, the specs, the video clips, the whole shebang, so that you can make an informed decision first. We'll even put you in contact with people who own the SCULPTAFIT home gym systems so that you can speak to them directly. Beyond that, so there's a lot of stuff that's getting sold out in regards to home gym and fitness. For example, weights and dumbbells are starting to have shortages.
Yep.
Resistance bands, like I'm talking good resistance bands that we use and recommend, are they're actually on shortage. Mm-hmm. I'm going to say the word girlfriend. You ready?
She's coming on the podcast.
She's going to be on. My girlfriend needed bands because she was starting to do more and more of my programs at home. Mm-hmm. I sent her the recommendation link and they're sold out, currently unavailable. So what does a good boyfriend do? He sends his own bands. He ships his own bands, his own band kit out. So she's supposed to be getting her band kit from me because there were none left that we recommend. My own band kit today at some point. And so furthermore, on the bands, because all of the ones we recommend for people that are not here in the studio are all sold out, we're in the unique position because we have custom band suppliers for what we use on the home gym systems and the studio units of the gym. I'm actually putting together fully customized band kits because our company has them in stock, but I'm customizing them to exactly what a home user would need if they were to get this thing in a bag. Like similar to what I shipped my girl.
Yep.
People will be able to order a bag and it comes in the bag and they don't have to guess, they don't have to go look, and they're going to be getting the best band kits that they can not only use without the home gym system, but also with it if they ever got one. Awesome. So I'm aiming to have that wrapped up ideally by tomorrow, depending on everything else that's going on. Mm-hmm. And then we'll be sharing the link for the Atlas SCULPTAFIT custom resistance band kits that you could use at home, travel, the office, etc. And they're some of the best out there, literally the best. I mean, we use them here. We've been using them for years, and they're rock solid, and you could train with them in a way that you can't train with like bands that you get at your local department stores.
Yeah, no, these have lasted, especially the ones because of the same in the studio. And for people that are hearing that may not, know, we use these in studio hours and hours and hours each day for the last 4 years.
Lots of repetition.
And they're perfect. They're still the same resistance. They have they're fantastic. And the sleeve on them protects you. So a lot of the rubber
protective
ones,
sleeves.
yeah, it's just great. Are the best bands for sure.
Yes.
Excited about that.
Yes. Awesome stuff. Very cool. So, we talk about a lot of what we talk about under all circumstances is we do this for health, wellness, and that last word is longevity, right? So I love inspiring people, but I also love when I meet people who inspire me. And often when I meet somebody who's like in their 70s, 80s, or 90s, who takes care of their fitness, that inspires me. So I'm going to share a story so that anybody who's listening can also get some of that inspiration. Yesterday, there was an order placed for my golf flexibility program, golf performance and flexibility program. And I thought it was kind of odd because I'm not actively marketing it right now. And so usually it's only by chance or recommendation that somebody finds something that I'm not actively marketing. So when I had a break, I called this guy up, and his name is Chandler Stowell. And I said, "Hey, Chandler, it's Joey. I just saw you placed an order for my DVDs, the golf performance program. And I'm just curious how you came across it because I don't have any active marketing campaigns running for that for golfers." So he told me how he found it. It was like through this Golf Digest article, and then there were recommendations for certain exercises. And he said some of my free exercises were in that page or in that list from Golf Digest. And he said, your free exercises literally are some of the best out there. And he said, once I saw what they did for me, I'm going to order this guy's whole program. So he sounded like he was in his late 50s, early 60s. And so I naturally asked people, well, what's your age range? Give me some context here. He said, well, believe it or not, I'm 80 years old. So 80, right? He's like, holy. He's like, yes. Yeah. So he said, your stuff is like turning back my aging clock because not only am I playing better, but I'm less sore, like I recuperate faster. And I'm really looking forward to what your full program is going to do for me now because I love playing. I love doing other stuff. And, I'm 80, but I have a lot of life left in me. And I know it's because I've been taking care of my fitness that I still have a lot of life left in me. And I'm always looking to add something new to enhance and further my progress. He said, and your free stuff alone, shot me forward so much. I made it a point, like I'm going to get whatever this guy has that's appropriate for me. So I say that to encourage people, like, it doesn't matter what age range you're in. If you're alive, your body can still be better. Your brain can still be better. Your nerves, your fascia, your connective tissue, your ligaments, your joints, everything can be better if you take the right approach and treat it properly with your choices of fitness training and exercise. And of course, the nutrition that you put into your body to feed that structure. So Chandler, if you're watching, which I know you are at some point because I told you I'm going to share the links with you for all my free stuff. This is one of those things. I thank you for giving my free stuff a try, getting the benefits, and then also following through with buying the full program and letting me know how it's helped your life already, and for promising to keep me in the loop on how the full package is going to do for you. So I thank you. And I think that's it, Nick. Do we have anything else to wrap up with, or that we want to touch on, or?
I think people just need to check it out.
Check it all out.
Yeah.
Best place for them to do that?
fitnesstraining.live. So you can go to fitnesstraining.live, get all our free stuff. If you want to check us out at our studio page, SCULPTAFIT on Facebook, SCULPTAFIT. Where else?
Facebook, SCULPTAFIT, fitnesstraining.live, SCULPTAFIT.com. Some people might see some updates on the website. We're increasing our local marketing campaigns. We've got new links and pages that give all the information about one-on-one personal training, all the information about our unique, low-impact, small group personal training fitness classes here in the studio, more information on our corporate wellness programs that we're going to be rolling out once this whole Corona stay-at-home, this whole situation has been lifted and we're able to get back to business. We've got more information on our corporate wellness programming and workplace fitness, and more information on our one-on-one trainer-assisted stretching programs as well. They each have dedicated pages now on the website. And even though we can't do some of those things, anybody who's watching or listening, even if you're not local, just go to the pages, check out the info. Just about anything we can do here, we can do remotely as well. Even the corporate wellness and fitness stuff, because we have a full spectrum video on demand portal where a lot of the information is transferred. And really that's what this is all about. Proper transfer of the right information is how we guide people. What else? Where else? I think that's it.
Most of it. I'm sure there's other places that people can find us, but they'll get there.
Yeah. Wellness and weight loss for women on YouTube, where you can watch all these past episodes, the video versions. You can also find the links there to the audio version if you're not listening to the audio version of the podcast right now. And since we've been homebound, I've been live streaming almost all of my home training sessions. I just literally turn on my music, turn on Facebook Live, and I go through my whole session, and I'll talk a little bit, to the cam. But then I've also been taking those and uploading those videos to my YouTube channel. So if anybody wants to see my exact full spectrum home training sessions, what I do for my personal workouts, all you got to do is go to joeyatlas.tv, joeyatlas.tv. That takes you directly to my YouTube channel. And when you land on my YouTube channel, there are a lot of videos on there, and you could compare the me of now to the me of like maybe 13 years ago. And even though I'm 13 years more mature, you'll see an advancement of personal fitness and wellness, and how my own health profile and my own energy levels have progressed since then. So it's an interesting, what?
Give us a bicep flex for the cam. There we go.
Is that good enough? A little tricep? Yeah, definite progress there, but it's a good lesson. Here's the lesson: that we can, in fact, get better and healthier and stronger with age. So you could see mine in real time on all the videos that show in the history. And actually, I have some people saying they're using my videos to train with at home by either mimicking the whole thing or mimicking certain moves that they could do. Because even though I do a lot of my stuff on the home gym system, I do a lot with bands, and you don't need the home gym system to use the bands in other ways. You can attach them other places. Dumbbells, mat work, suspension straps, body weight moves on the floor. There's still a lot that can be done. And so people are doing it and they're loving it. So I share that to give people another option to go get more inspiration, some more things to try and use, and just to share with other people too. Because if you don't know it exists, you may not find it by accident, which some people do find it by accident, which is kind of cool. But now knowing directly where to go makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Now I think that's it, right?
I think that's good.
Oh, wait a minute. One last thing. So in our focus meeting, before we turned on Zoom for a podcast, all studio clients who are listening, which we know there are a few that tune into this regularly, we have some very cool stuff planned for once this whole stay-at-home thing is lifted and we can all get back to normal living and be around each other again. Nikki, what do we have that we talked about? Well, let's just give them a little taste right now.
Little taste. Okay, we've got the grand reopening party
Yeah.
for clients. We've got some recipe and dinner parties planned. We've got some walks. We've got a bunch of things. I don't know what I'm
Yes.
allowed to say.
Yes. So all of our clients of the studio who are supporting us through all this as we support you as well and step up our game to help you as much as possible. As a show of our appreciation, we are planning a grand reopening party. And it's going to be a good one. It's going to be fun. It's going to be healthy, but we're going to be doing that for you and with you. And we look forward to that. And we got a couple of other mini immersion experiences that we're planning and putting together for everybody. And those alone are going to be well worth the sacrifice we're all making to take care of ourselves, to remain a part of this movement, and to put the energy and effort into trusting each other and to trusting everybody and supporting everybody. We're going to make it way worth your while. And it's going to be our way of, just showing our gratitude and giving our thanks for not giving up when, the situation got kind of uncertain and kind of weird and shaky. But we appreciate you, coming along for the ride as we implemented the new solution, showing you that none of this has to stop. It's just that instead of being under this roof, you're going to be under your own home roof where we're all mandated to stay, but we're still going to help you. And so when this is all over, we're going to have a few parties, a few events, and some really cool and fun and valuable stuff that you're going to learn even more by being a part of. So that's all we can share right now. Stick around and stay tuned, and we'll share more as things progress and we're able to get these things put together.
Excited.
Cool?
Cool.
All right. As always, we thank you for tuning in. Episode number 31. We'll be back for 32 sooner than you know. Let us know that you liked this one or how much you liked it and loved it. And we'll see you soon.
Soon. Goodbye.